What if the deepest secrets of the universe were not hidden in distant galaxies, but in something you experience every single day, something so simple, so ordinary that you barely notice it? Vibration? Frequency. The invisible rhythms that shape everything you see, everything you feel, and everything you are. Imagine for a moment that the chair you're sitting on, the air you breathe, even the thoughts moving through your mind are not solid or still, but vibrating at speeds you can't see. What if reality itself is nothing more than sound slowed down, frequency woven into form? For centuries, this was the knowledge of mystics, healers, and philosophers. They spoke of an underlying energy that flowed through all living things, a kind of universal harmony that connected heaven and earth. The ancients built temples designed to resonate with chants, drums, and sacred tones. They believed that sound could heal, that vibration could purify the soul, and that frequency was the hidden architecture of reality itself. From the deep Om of Indian mantras to the resonant chants in Egyptian pyramids, sound was never just sound. It was power modern science. In its own way, has begun to confirm what the ancients always seemed to know. At the atomic level, everything vibrates. Electrons hum in their orbits, molecules pulse with energy, even the most solid rock is alive with microscopic movement. Reality is not static, it is music. You are not made of matter, but of patterns, of frequencies, of vibration dancing in endless rhythm. And yet, somehow this ancient science was forgotten, dismissed as superstition while the modern world turned its focus toward materialism and mechanical progress. But what if this knowledge never truly disappeared? What if it has been waiting, like a hidden note in a symphony, for us to rediscover? Consider this. When sound waves travel through water or sand, they create intricate geometric patterns, shapes that look like they were drawn by an artist's hand. This field of study, known as cymatics, shows us that vibration doesn't just move materia, it organizes it. It sculpts form out of chaos. Change the frequency, and the pattern changes instantly. What does that mean for us? It means that the very structure of reality could be shaped, guided, tuned, and perhaps even rewritten through vibration. Think of your body as an instrument. Your heart beats in rhythm, your brain emits electrical waves, your very cells vibrate at unique frequencies. When you are in balance, when the instrument of your body is tuned, you feel clarity, vitality, and peace. But when something disrupts that vibration, when the frequencies become chaotic or misaligned, disease emerges. The ancients treated this not with pills or machines, but with sound rhythms, tones, vibrations that could restore harmony. This is the lost science of vibration and frequency. A knowledge so powerful that it could heal bodies, influence minds, and even connect us to the cosmos itself. Imagine for a moment that every thought you have ripples outward like a sound wave, carrying energy into the world. Imagine that your emotions vibrate, not only shaping your inner state, but influencing those around you. What if reality itself is nothing more than a vast ocean of frequencies? Your choices, your voice, your being are a note in its song. The question is no longer whether vibration and frequency shape the universe. They do. The real question is, can we learn to shape them back? Can we rediscover the lost art of tuning our lives, our bodies, and our consciousness to the hidden music of existence? Would you like me to continue with part 2 next? 800 words to carry the flow forward. Asterisk road materialism and mechanical progress. But hidden beneath that dismissal lies a question. Why were so many ancient cultures spread across continents, separated by oceans, and living thousands of years apart, obsessed with sound, rhythm, and frequency? Could they all have been tapping into the same forgotten truth? Take, for example, the pyramids of Egypt. Beyond their grand structure, many researchers believe they were designed with acoustics in mind. The chambers resonate at specific frequencies, almost as if they were tuned like instruments. Was it coincidence or intentional engineering? Likewise, in ancient Greece, philosophers like Pythagoras spoke of the music of the spheres. The idea that celestial bodies produced harmonic vibrations, inaudible to human ears, but powerful enough to influence existence itself. For him, mathematics, Music, vibration, were not separate studies. They were the same language of the universe. Now imagine the human voice. Just a sound, right? But your voice is vibration, carrying not only meaning through words, but energy through frequency. Think of how a lullaby soothes a baby, or how a national anthem unites thousands of people into a single pulse of emotion. Words carry vibration. Emotion carries frequency. And together, they shape reality. Could it be that when we speak, chant, or sing, we are not just communicating, but altering the energetic fabric around us? Science is starting to explore these mysteries. Researchers have discovered that certain frequencies can destroy harmful bacteria, while others promote healing and relaxation. Music therapy is now used to ease anxiety, improve memory in Alzheimer's patients, and even reduce physical pain. In laboratories, scientists are finding that sound waves can move particles into organized patterns, levitate small objects, and perhaps one day even be used to build structures without human hands. Frequency is not imagination. It is technology waiting to be unlocked. But here's the real mystery. If sound and vibration can shape matter, then what about consciousness? Could our thoughts, which are essentially electrical signals, be frequencies too? If so, then every idea, every intention, every hope or fear you carry is radiating into the world, influencing the invisible field of energy around you. Suddenly, positive thinking isn't just a motivational phrase, it becomes a literal tuning of your inner frequency. The ancients believed this wholeheartedly. The mantra wasn't just a word, it was a tool to align the soul with the cosmos. The drumbeat wasn't just rhythm, it was a pulse syncing. The human spirit with the heartbeat of the earth. They saw vibration not as a background effect, but as the main ingredient of life itself. Perhaps that is why sacred texts across cultures reference sound as the origin of creation. In the beginning was the Word, says the Bible. Om is the sound of the universe, say the Vedas. Creation, it seems, begins not with form but with frequency. And so we must ask, what does it mean for us today? In a world buzzing with artificial signals, electromagnetic fields, and noise that our ancestors never faced, are we out of tune with the natural frequencies that sustain life? Have we drowned out the subtle vibrations that could reconnect us to the deeper truth of existence? The lost science of vibration and frequency is more than an ancient curiosity. It is a doorway and invitation to reimagine reality, not as a collection of lifeless objects, but as a living, breathing symphony. If vibration truly underlies all things, then the universe is not silent. It is singing. The question is, are we still listening? A key unlocking hidden doors within the human spirit. The drumbeat wasn't entertainment. It was alignment with the very pulse of the earth. When a community gathered around fire, chanting or drumming in unison, they weren't merely celebrating. They were tuning themselves to the same energetic frequency, dissolving the illusion of separation. This was science wrapped in ritual, physics expressed as spirituality. Today, experiments in cymatics, the study of how sound shapes matter, reveal the same truth. Sprinkle fine sand or water on a vibrating plate and watch as it forms intricate geometric patterns. Change the frequency, and the pattern changes instantly. Now imagine, if sound can organize grains of sand into beauty, what could it do to the molecules in your body, the energy in your mind, the structures of society itself? This is why so many cultures placed such importance on chanting, singing, and sacred sound. They weren't simply traditions. They were technologies. A Tibetan monk chanting in a monastery, a Sufi whirling in ecstasy, or a shaman's drum echoing in the jungle, all of these were ways of tuning human beings back into harmony with the universe. And yet, we live in a modern world drowning in artificial noise, traffic, machinery, endless chatter. Frequencies that heal and align have been replaced by frequencies that distract and fracture. We are vibrating, yes. But are we vibrating in harmony or in chaos? Think of it this way. Your body is an instrument. Every cell, every organ, every thought has its own note in the grand symphony of your being. When you are calm, joyful, at peace, The instrument plays in tune. But when you are stressed, fearful, or disconnected, the notes clash, creating dissonance. Ancient healers understood this. They used sound not only to heal the body, but to restore the harmony of the soul. So the forgotten science of vibration and frequency is not just about sound, it is about resonance. The way your inner world vibrates and the way it connects with the outer universe. When aligned, you feel connected, empowered, alive. When out of tune, you feel lost, anxious, fragmented. The ancients knew that to heal a person was to retune their frequency. And perhaps to heal our world, we must learn to retune the collective vibration of humanity itself. Could it be that the true frontier of science is not outer space, but inner resonance? Not building faster machines, but rediscovering the invisible patterns of vibration that hold the universe together. If so, then perhaps the lost science of vibration and frequency was never really lost. It was simply waiting for us to remember. Ration of humanity itself. Imagine billions of people resonating at frequencies of compassion, empathy, and peace. What kind of reality would that create? Would wars still erupt if the human collective was vibrating in harmony rather than discord? Would greed and exploitation still thrive if our inner instruments were tuned to abundance and cooperation instead of fear and scarcity? Modern science is inching closer to rediscovering what the ancients already knew. Quantum physics tells us that everything in existence is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Solid objects, though they appear still, are composed of atoms constantly in motion. At the smallest scales, the building blocks of reality hum with a rhythm that scientists are only beginning to understand. This means vibration. Isn't mystically its fundamental? Every breath you take, every step you walk, every thought you think ripples through the invisible field of energy that connects all things. The lost science of vibration and frequency may not just explain healing or harmony. It may explain the very fabric of existence itself. Think of Nikola Tesla, who once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He wasn't speaking in metaphor. He was pointing toward a hidden code that underlies all creation, from the spiral of galaxies to the beat of your heart, from the crashing of ocean waves to the flickering of your neurons. Everything is vibration. So perhaps the real question is not whether this science was lost, but whether humanity is ready to remember it. Because remembering means responsibility. It means acknowledging that every word you speak, every emotion you dwell in, every song you sing, carries power far beyond what you can see. It means that the universe is not random, it is music, waiting for us to join the dance. And so, the forgotten science of vibration and frequency might not be forgotten at all. It's still here, humming beneath the noise of modern life, waiting for those who are ready to listen. The asterisk ration of humanity itself. Imagine billions of people resonating at frequencies of compassion, empathy, and peace. What kind of reality would that create? Would wars still erupt if the human collective was vibrating in harmony rather than discord? Would greed and exploitation still thrive if our inner instruments were tuned to abundance and cooperation instead of fear and scarcity? Modern science is inching closer to rediscovering what the ancients already knew. Quantum physics tells us that everything in existence is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. Solid objects, though they appear still, are composed of atoms constantly in motion. At the smallest scales, the building blocks of reality hum with a rhythm that scientists are only beginning to understand. This means vibration. Isn't mystically its fundamental? Every breath you take, every step you walk, every thought you think ripples through the invisible field of energy that connects all things. The lost science of vibration and frequency may not just explain healing or harmony. It may explain the very fabric of existence itself. Think of Nikola Tesla, who once said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He wasn't speaking in metaphor. He was pointing toward a hidden code that underlies all creation, from the spiral of galaxies to the beat of your heart, from the crashing of ocean waves to the flickering of your neurons. Everything is vibration. So perhaps the real question is not whether this science was lost, but whether humanity is ready to remember it. Because remembering means responsibility. It means acknowledging that every word you speak, every emotion you dwell in, every song you sing, carries power far beyond what you can see. It means that the universe is not random, it is music, waiting for us to join the dance. And so, the forgotten science of vibration and frequency might not be forgotten at all. It's still here, humming beneath the noise of modern life, waiting for those who are ready to listen. The choice is ours. Will we remain deaf to the deeper harmonies, or will we finally tune in to the cosmic song that has always been playing? Because maybe, just maybe, the key to changing the world has never been about force, but about frequency. About remembering that everything we are, and everything we will ever be, is vibration.